Good morning, Africa. How you all doing? Welcome to the first episode of the podcast Africa, the next big thing. And as you guys know, the mission of this channel is to help African entrepreneurs like you to become influent leaders by promoting out your brand, your culture, sharing your business skills and success stories, so that this will keep your African youth inspired. We are living in a digital age now. In the era of technology has come, but still Africa continent is lacking behind. And I'm not saying this, reports say this, everybody say this. So today the guy that I have brought to on board, Mr. Joe Otabor, who is the founder of fashion tech company Clariot. He's a very tech geek guy. He loves technology and he wants to use the technology to reinvent what you know uh, ways to buy and sell fashion products and craft in Africa. He loves technology at all, and he is live with us. And here he comes. Let's bring him on board. And Mr. Joe is here. Hello, Mr. Joe. How are you? You're a very busy man, I
Hi,
know.
hi. Good afternoon. Well, it's afternoon here. Good afternoon, Mr. Chirag. How are you doing
Yes.
today?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for coming. So, Mr. Joe, you know the
Thank you.
today's topic, but I want to start with your introduction first. Like, how did you get started? Your backstory, your education, everything.
Well, I've been in the tech space for a while. I'm a computer programmer and also a developer, and
Okay.
I've always been in love with technology. So
Yes.
despite the limitations we have here, I was like, okay, why not make use of the available tools and resources and see how we can best use it, you know. So that's
Yes.
how I started, and I did computer science from the University of Benin here in Nigeria,
Yes. Yes.
and I did some certification with Oracle as well, dynamic web
Yes.
apps using PHP, MySQL, and the rest of that. Yeah.
Right. Oh, amazing. Amazing, And Mr. Joe, I was just reading, like, according to Forbes say that Africa is the tech hub in the rise, which is rising. So, what are your views on this?
Well, there's a huge market in Africa because there are a lot of opportunities, and Africa is a developing market, and we still
Yes.
have tools, we have resources, we have opportunities. And as you can, if you be following, you discover that the focal point of startups and innovations and technology is in Africa right now at the moment. We have a lot of fintechs. We have a lot of problems in our industries, from fintechs, from the event space, from mobility, from hospitality. So most of these things, they are there, but they are there from a conventional point. But we don't have technology actually remedy these things or addressing the pain points. So it's like a
Right.
technological boom in Africa at the moment. So we are definitely in a new era, and technology is taking over.
Yes, no doubt. And, that's amazing. So, but I want to mention one thing over here, Mr. Joe. Like, according to
Okay.
some ground reports, yeah, tech companies are badly failing in Africa right now, according to some stats and reports. Why is that happening? Why Africans, like most of them, I won't say everyone, but most of them, as compared to other continents like North America, now even I would compare them to Asia, Europe, they adopt things very late. What is the main reason on this?
Okay, well, we have limitations. I'll give you two. I'll give you two reasons why I think we're having problems with the tech space.
Yes.
One, one, there's a problem with ideas replication. So when people see that there's an idea and the market is booming, everybody starts jumping in, and they start treating the market like a cash cow instead of actually
Yes.
going back to the drawing board. So they want to replicate the success of existing technologies without actually taking time to analyze the problems that can be resolved. So they keep replicating the existing technology without improving, or sometimes the improvements are minor. For example, you I don't know if you're following, you notice that there's a boom in the fintech space, and
Yes. Yes.
the major thing. So you discover that almost every week you see a new tech space, a new tech company launches in Africa and Nigeria as an example, and you discover that most of these tech companies are consuming almost the same API. Come on, they are
Yes.
replicating the same technology that are already existing. So what happens when the host of that API breaks? What happens to the other ones that are consuming the same API? The whole thing
Yes.
collapses as well. So there's a problem with that. So I think the major problem now is instead of instead of inventing a solution to problems that are still there, they replicate the existing technology because they see that the market is booming. So,
Yes.
but fortunately enough, now people are starting to sit back and invent new things. And another thing is, yes, we have now we are starting to technological skill, but I think the managerial skill, the leadership skill is still missing because we are new. We are like babies in the industry, in the
Yes.
market. So we are getting all the attention, but the attention is focused on our technological prowess, not on our leadership prowess. So it's failing because we are lacking in leadership or we're lacking in
Leadership.
managerial skill. Yes, that's a problem. We can build the product, but can we manage the product? Can we manage them effectively? Do we have the capacity to manage them from the business angle? But we can
Yes.
develop fine, but managing is another aspect. So being able to combine the development part and the managerial skill, I think that's where the problem is at the moment.
I get you. I understand you. So, according to you, what are the three inspiring things, emerging in African tech space right now?
Sorry, come again.
What are the three inspiring things like you feel like, yes, these things are emerging in the African tech space right now? Like, what is the future and, of innovation and technology when it comes to Africa?
Okay, so I love the way people are embracing the Web3 technology, and they are gradually, slowly but gradually, the the metaverse is happening here. It's very
Yes.
gradual. And my favorite is the fact that we have a huge payment problem here, despite the fact that we have so many fintechs now. But the problems are
Yes.
still
Yes.
there. Like I said, we are replicating on existing technologies, on existing solutions, instead of fixing problems that are left. So I'm happy that some companies are actually sitting down to pay attention to the real pain points because we still have payment problems here, and
Yes.
new fintechs are coming out and they are actually providing solutions to these issues. It's amazing, and I like the angle the fashion is taking, the event is taking, and gladly enough, COVID-19 has actually made us pay attention to the fact that we could actually host events, take meetings without actually being there in person. And now people are building in that regard. They are building in that industry. And for us, as an example, we are building in the event space. And hopefully, I hope in the next month and next month, we'll be able to do something like this with improved tools to ease scheduling meetings like this. We have product like that in the works.
Yes. Oh, amazing, amazing, Mr. Joe. And you know what? I also like. I have tell this. I've told this in my podcast a lot of times. Like when I started my this online digital journey, I started from Ghana. I was working in Ghana, Accra, Ghana. So I worked there for 4 to 5 years. Yeah, in Nigeria, Ghana. So I was there.
Nice.
So yeah, so I just started besides my job, the online thing as an affiliate marketer. But then now I've launched my own digital marketing agency and the coaching
That's
industry
nice.
right now. Yes, I'm even in touch with University of Lagos,
Oh,
regarding the same
nice.
through implement, yeah, this idea in the university, because I have learned from United States. I'm also working in USA. So I have learned, like, we are also targeting now the tech companies. Like most of the time, tech companies, they are not founding the real sales people, who can book their appointments, which is called appointment setting.
Yes.
So I'm trying
Yes.
to arrange that training because I know appointment setting and sales closing very well. I can say myself as the master, to be honest. So I'm just targeting, that I'm also entering African market with that space. We'll talk later about all these things, you know, of course.
Sure.
So Mr. Joe, yeah, my next question to you right now is, what appeal do you want to, do to the investors of North America, because they are going to watch this episode, Europe, Dubai? How big is African market?
Well, the African market, it's big. Like I said, there are so many opportunities from different industries, and we're still growing. So we're growing, and we're not there yet. So there are so many opportunities, and the African market, it's big. It's massive. It's huge, and
Yes.
people are, whether we like it or not, people are still getting acquainted with this technology thing here. People are still getting introduced to it, and
Yes.
it's amazing. It's amazing, and the adoption rate of new product it's very promising.
Yes.
It's a huge market. Yes.
It's a huge market. Yeah, no doubt about it. So, Mr. Joe, what are your personal plans? Like, where do you see yourself after 5 years?
Well, we have new products in the works under development, and we hope to see those products launched with huge engagement. So I like to measure my growth from that aspect, actually. So, and
Yeah.
we have a new product launching December.
Oh,
It's a
great.
product that helps you host, promote, and invite guests to your physical or virtual events with amazing social elements and tools, to help host and invite guests in real time.
Right. Right. No, amazing. And I wish you all the best for that. And
Thank
thank
you
you so
very
much,
much.
Mr. Joe, for coming to my episode. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.